Right, welcome to match day 5. The 5th game this season. I've not been excited to go to. Sorry for being negative, but it's just got that feeling in a minute. Like I said, the last few games, there's not really much to get excited about at the moment. But hopefully, we can get some momentum off of Wednesday's win and start to build a little. However, Notts and Bromley, we love a 1-1 draw. We've never, well, to be honest, I said we hadn't lost to Barrow since I returned to the Football League or something like that a few games ago, and yeah, that happened. So I might as well jinx us here. We've never lost to Bromley at the Lane, even in our National League days. We're unchanged as well. I may as well say the team is that. It's unchanged. Same with the bench. It's unchanged from almost like Tuesday. I've got a moment we're playing Wednesday. We're 15th in the league. What are they, 7th, 8th or something like that? Let's go. Come on, Notts. Come on, you guys. Let's do this. I think it closes earlier this year or so. I think it closes, is it August 30? I don't know, I might be wrong.
Ball, cracking ball.
Yes.
You know what? It's a really good start by Notts. Intensity is exactly what I want from a Notts team. What we have come to expect from a Notts team over the last few seasons. Quick, sharp passes, breaking the lines, linking up really well in midfield and at wing back. Palmer put in a really good ball from a corner. We just couldn't connect with it. And then Dennis, I think it was Jones, with a really good ball in. Dennis just couldn't.
Got to go.
He just couldn't connect with the header properly, but a really promising start. I'm quite critical of Kelly Roos a lot of the time, but that ball there, whether he meant it or not, played it into the channels, which we don't do a lot of, to be fair. Matty Dennis got on the end of it. He charged inside and his shot felt the back of the net. And we've deserved that. We've been all over him. We've been brilliant. We've been by far the better side. I'd probably say this is the best we've played all season so far.
I knew that when it come across.
Can we list that one underneath in the file of avoidable goals? Miss-hit shot from their player, and somehow none of our centre-backs got anything on it, and then nobody came for it, and it's ended up in the back of the net.
Yes.
A great header. What great to see Norburn as well when the free kick was given straight in the referee's face as well, telling him. Second half about to get underway. They're making a triple change. I thought this has been our best half of the season so far, to be honest. The intensity's there. I can actually see what we're trying to do this time. Just such a difference what a quick intensity makes. Playing the ball quickly between the centre mids and the wing backs and progressing through the lines. We fully deserve our lead and we're standing up to their usual methods. We seriously need to keep this going though, because we should know the amount of times we play Bromley and we've had a 1-goal lead. I mean, literally this game we've had a 1-goal lead and they equalised. So we need to keep going. Tyrese Hall and Conor Grant have both come on. I think it's Jones and Norburn who have gone off. Ever since Jody received that 2-footed lunge in behind in the first half, he's not been the same since. That's just the team we're playing against, I'm afraid. But I'm glad we've seen some, because they made 3 subs at the start of the second half, so we needed to change something to stop the storm was growing, but it hadn't properly got going. But we just needed to make sure it didn't become a full-on momentum swing. You know what, this half I've been content but quietly nervous. Because I know what holding a 1-goal lead against these is like. You can't trust it. They're going to get a scrappy goal out of nothing. You know they do it all the time against us. Well, I don't think they've made much of their possession this half. they're still a threat because you know what they're like. That is what I'm on about. One of them goals that just is so scrappy and so not clean at all. Their player hits it and it comes off one of their players and goes in.
Right, a chaotic one at the lane against Bromley. Again, when is it ever? When is it not? I mean, we're unbeaten against them at the lane, but we're only beaten once at the lane. that's crazy, isn't it? In the first half, Notts were convincing in possession, and I am stretched to say I think it was our best performance in one half in this season. That was the best we played this season in the first half. We fully deserved our lead. We started the game with a very quick intensity. Bromley barely touched the ball in the opening 15 minutes. We moved it really well. The first goal comes from Kelly Roos. I don't know if it's a matter of almost being caught out or he actually did mean it. But he plays it into the channel. Dennis gets on the end of it. It's a really lovely finish. It really is a good finish. I think it's underappreciated how good of a strike that was from Matt Dennis. However, things don't last long because we failed to deal with well, it's a cross to the back stick, and it's a mishit shot. It's hit into the ground, and then chaos ensues. Badeau doesn't deal with it. I don't know if their player gets a touch from it. It goes all the way through the box. Joffrey doesn't deal with it, and Ben Thompson equalises with a shot through the legs of Kelly Roos. Could Roos have come for it? I don't even know. I don't know how close he is to the ball to be able to get there before the first flick on where Badeau's involved. That bit. Really frustrating. We really have to deal with that. It's a very avoidable goal, as is the second goal, which we'll come on to. Our second goal, though, we do get going. Credit to us because sometimes our heads would drop. But yes, Jody wins the free kick on the right hand side. Is it the right hand side? It might have been the right hand side. Yeah. It's just a completely ridiculously stupid tackle and absolutely no need for it. Jones with an excellent ball into Matt Dennis. Of all the teams you wouldn't expect to score from a set piece against, it would be Bromley because of, they like to physically impose themselves on the game. They like to dominate aerially. And Matt Dennis gets free from his man, and it's a really nice header. And that's his fourth goal for Notts. That actually makes him top scorer in League Two. And, well, you know what? We haven't had the greatest of summers, but at the moment, there's one thing Notts are good at in recent years. It's developing strikers. I mean, we used to be the club there where strikers would start their career descent. Now we're a club where strikers are thriving. They made 3 subs at the start of the second half, and whilst they had quite a bit of the possession, I was quite content because they weren't doing much with it. And one thing Stuart Maynard got criticised for was not changing it quick enough and not reacting to opposition changes. I think Pato brought on Conor Grant and I forgot who else he brought on. Brought on someone else. Can't remember. Was it Tyrese Hall? Might have been. In the 57th minute. So he reacted to the changes. The issue is we continue to sit deep after that. And when you sit deep against Bromley, and we know this because it's happened before, you are absolutely asking to concede a horrendous goal. A poor goal, which is took about 18 deflections, or has been scrambled in from about 3 yards out in the penalty area. You're just bound to concede it. And guess what? It happens. Mitch Pinnock, I think it's Mitch Pinnock, who hits it, and it deflects off there. I think it's Odoteo, who's standing in the middle of the box. It deflects off him and go in. We were asking for it. I understand Patter's frustration in his post-match as well, because he said he wanted to bring on another striker to go top. The problem is our squad hasn't got enough quality in it. And that, once again, goes back to the recruitment. Yeah, frustrating, but the quality of squad's lacking. And that's why we, at the moment, we need additions. It's quite obvious. Pato knows it. I think the players are getting frustrated as well. I think they're realising that the squad is, that Pato and the squad aren't being backed enough, and we aren't making the signings that Notts should be making to improve us and make us go forward and, get us into the promotion battle. We must address the problems and not run away from them. If you've enjoyed the vlog, give it a like, comment down below your thoughts on the game. Stay subscribed if you're subscribed, subscribe if you're new. Be safe, be champions, and as always, toodaloo.